Hi, how is everybody doing today? This will be a general reading and I have this beautiful black obsidian crystal, bringing in some beautiful, loving, kind, happy energies for general reading. I'm going to start with the Wisdom of Avalon cards, and they all want to come out all at once, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards again because there was too many that wanted to come out. So this is a general reading, just guided to come on and do a general reading. I never know what's going to come out in my readings. I just kind of go with it. Risk number 40 is the first card that's come out. And what's interesting about the risk card is there is 3 pathways: to the left, to the right, and straight ahead in the middle. So to me, with that card, someone has connections, opportunities to consider, but there is a risk, you know, and life is a risk. Like when we choose a path, there is always a risk, but we have to take into consideration the best pathway for ourselves. You know, this could also be about someone putting themselves first and they've never done that before. I don't know. The eagle, number 9, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So you may actually see eagles or birds of prey, you know. Numerology, if people are interested in numerology, number 40 and number 9 could be significant to someone. This could also deepen, this risk or pathway could also deepen your connection to the spirit realm, if you wish to. This card. Oh. Always makes me laugh when it comes out. The goblin, number 31, the wounded human ego. Yeah. It just always, I'm just going to move this. I've got my beautiful selenite, a fame wand there, so I'm just going to move it so I can put the cards down. I can never keep a straight face when that card comes out. I mean, look at it. Do you know what I mean? It is fucking hilarious. Excuse my French, but it is. It's hilarious, you know. The wounded human ego. So what I've kind of got here, and it's a collective reading, do you know what I mean? So what I connect with to do with these cards is someone has taken a risk on their spiritual path, okay? They are very connected to the spiritual angelic realm, and when also I do say about the spirit, I can't get my words out, spiritual realm, I also get a sense of the underworld. Yeah? Because what some people don't kind of understand is where I'm connecting with the wounded human ego, is that there is jealousy and envy in regards to some people's path that they've really had to take a risk. And I mean, you know, to some people, this could also mean near-death experiences, yeah, which some people cannot even fathom, or whatever, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think about, but they cannot even imagine what some people have experienced. I'm gonna say, for me, I've experienced 5 near-death experiences in my life. I think there was 6 actually. There was in there one that happened, but my guides and my ancestors, they always intervene, yeah, they always intervene. And my 6th one was when I was on my way back from a holistic event. I know what that's all to do with, so that's another story, you know, because at the end of the day, like, people should be mindful. I keep saying this, but people don't seem to listen. Well, I think they're listening now because they've been given a right kick up the you know what. Is death magic, right? I'm going to talk about it again, like, to much to people's annoyance. How dare she talk about it? Well, I'm going to talk about it, so there you go. You don't have to listen to what I've got to say. I don't make anybody listen to anything on my channel. We all have free will. If you don't like it, don't listen to me. End of, right? But yeah, so what I'm picking up here, and this is a collective reason, and it's not aimed at anyone specific, because I listen to like other readers and what have you, and people have experienced similar things. I've experienced totally different things, so it's not like I'm calling anybody out here. If people feel I'm calling people out, then you've got to go and look at yourself then, haven't you, in the mirror, basically, which some people cannot seem to do. So yeah, so this is what I'm picking up here, and because this person or people or collective or what have you, with their spiritual journey, because they've had to literally like go into the underworld, or they've had to experience tragic things in their life, and it's unfortunate, but they've leveled up from these experiences. Do you know what I mean? They've leveled up, you know, and sometimes it is very hard to connect with that balance, you know, and it can be when a loved one has passed over, or we experience trauma, and people go right into their spiritual journey, and they keep going and going and going, and they, you know, that it's like a continuous, but they find the answers or the connection or whatever they're experiencing, they learn to alchemize that energy, okay? So now this is where the goblin comes in, because in some cases the goblin cannot begin to comprehend that kind of connection, because they're so wrapped up in their own bullshit, excuse my French again, because they're like, I'm so wounded, all this and this and everything else. The number 31 might be significant as well. So 49, 31. But they're so wrapped up in their own bullshit that they're jealous, right? And I will talk about myself for a second, because I can and I will. if I looked at my life and things that I've gone through and to experience, I wouldn't be jealous of me, right? Because I know what I've connected with and what have you. And I know from other people I've connected with, and in one sense I wouldn't wish to have their life, because their life is their journey, if that makes sense, you know. And from what I've experienced, I love my life, you know. I'm a mum to 3 children. I have 2 girls and a boy, you know, they're grown up now. So if I was to turn around and go, oh, I hate my life and this and this and everything else, what about my children? I live for them. Do you know what I mean? I do. I live for them. Everything I do, my healing, the person that I am, I'm a better person because of my children. I live for them. I love them, you know, and I'm very protective of them, you know. And I had a conversation with my daughter. I haven't seen my other 2 children for about 2 years, I think. I mean, they're happy, but I just haven't got round to it. I was going to go because my daughter's in Edinburgh. She's at uni. She's a clever clogs, my second daughter. And it is hard, and it just made me feel like I just had to just take a deep breath there, because I do miss them. You know, I've got my eldest daughter down here with me, you know, and stuff, and we see each other often, as you know. Well, she's got her life, I've got my life, so we're kind of, you know, but we do try and meet up, and we have some amazing conversations. And then I have my son who's in Scotland with his dad. So my second daughter, yeah, she's in Edinburgh. She's at uni. My son's at 6th form, and my daughter's an incredible artist. So even though I haven't seen my 2 children, I've got lovely memories, yeah, because I never gave up, right? And one thing I will say, to do with certain energies and everything else, they want people to give up. And I never gave up, and I had all sorts of energies against me. I used to, like, you know, send postcards when I go on road trips. Sometimes I didn't get a hold of my children for about a week, and that really fucking hurt. But that was done to upset me, you know. But I didn't react how that person would have wanted me to react now. You know, it's like some people do things to get a reaction. They want to cause hurt, they want to cause pain, they want to cause upset, because it gives them that good feeling that they're hurting someone. And that is what I get from the goblin, right? So I've just, you know, talked a little bit about my story. I'm not, you know, gonna bitch about my ex or this, that and the other, because I know why things happened the way that they did and everything else. So I accept it. I totally accept it. It's taken me, what, 10 years, and obviously throwing myself into Reiki, mediumship, angelic Reiki, past life regression. I mean, you know, shamanic ancestral healing. I've done quite a lot in my life. But what I'm trying to say is, and share a bit about to do with me, is I know what it feels like to hurt. Do you know what I mean? I know what it feels like to be really pushed to the limit. But also what's been coming up is revenge. And in the beginning, maybe I did, you know, because my heart was literally broken by someone that I loved, you know. So, but that's shadow work. And it depends how far some people take it, you know. It's easy to want revenge. It's easy to want a person to feel the hurt and pain and sorrow and everything else that you feel, that, you know. But then, what about that other person's stuff that they're going through? It's like, for me, for example, to the outside world, to some people, I looked like I was having a great time. I went to see Cypress Hill, Happy Mondays, Tech Nine, Massive Attack, you know, all of this. But in the middle of it, I had kidney stones. I was in and out of hospital. It really affected my health, my custody battle and my divorce. And I lost my home, my children, everything, right? Everything was just taken from me because I wouldn't get involved with certain things. And hey, pumpkin, you certainly pick your timing, don't you? So what I'm trying to say is also with the goblin is, you know, it is self-reflection, which we all have to do, basically. But yeah, you know, to the outside world, I look like having a great time. My heart was absolutely broken. Do you know what I mean? I had pain in my heart. I had pain in my solar plexus. And I remember going to visit, careful. I remember going to visit the shamanic lady. And she did a blessing with me, you know, because I said to her, look, I said, when I'm laying on my bed, literally my solar plexus is burning, you know, can you help me connect? And I think she did a cord cutting. Yes, we did a cord cutting. So that also, well, also that might be significant for someone. I think I do have videos on here about cord cutting, you know. I think I did, yeah, I did a cord cutting. And yeah, so that might be something in connection for someone to do, you know. It's all choice, basically. And that's what I mean. It's all choice, you know. The next card is death, number 46. I don't think it necessarily means a death. But saying that, you know, I don't want to sound negative, but if someone's carrying these not very nice emotions, number 46, towards people, towards themselves, because I say this to my friend, you know, and she's like, oh, there's people that, you know, because she said something like, why can't people just be nice to each other? And I said, well, at the end of the day, I said, a lot of the time it's people who have got problems with themselves and they reflect that onto others. Do you know what I mean? But death, but you know, if someone's carrying, I mean, look at these two cards. My cat's just getting himself comfy. Look at these two cards together. I mean, if this is not shadow work, then I don't know what is. The goblin and death, yeah? And some people can be so full of negativity, they can be so full of hate and sending out death magic, which I will talk about again. And karma is real, whether people believe it or not. But what they're sending out there, you know, can be boomerang back to them. And I've already spoken about this, and I think I've pissed some people off, but I'm just like, well, you know, at your own peril. Really. I remember looking at someone one time and I just thought, oh my God, like, what have you done to yourself? Because like their face just literally for a split second turned into like a skeleton. I was telling my friend about this recently and I was like, why was I reminded about that? But I've been reminded about that again because it was like I was being shown what this particular person has been doing towards me, which I already know. You know, I already know. Like, so. The hawk, number 11, omens, messages. So yeah, got the eagle and now we've got the hawk. So birds of prey can be very significant as well. Number 11, omens, messages. So someone might get a message. I'm not trying to say that this is in connection to someone's death, you know, but this might give someone a wake-up call about the energies that they've been putting out there. You know, I've got to be careful myself because, you know, I get tested and, you know, some people expect you to have the patience of a bloody saint. But I've been told that, you know, if I was to send out anything, you know, nasty and what have you and everything else, that everything that I've been through over the last 11 years, is it? That it would be all for nothing. So, it doesn't mean to say that about alchemizing magic, you know, I can do that. So I tend not to like conjure up like anything nasty, evil, negative, even though I've been accused of all sorts of nonsense. But I wouldn't be able to do what I do, especially with the healing and what have you. So that fury goes out the window, doesn't it? Really, to all those rumours or what have you, like, you know. So that'll make some people think. They'll be like, hey? The fire fairy, number 30, creative action, optimism. Where you going, pumpkin? No, you can't go. No. He's a little rascal, this one. Where are you going? Like, look, you get into a right mischievous mood. Go over there. No, it's because I've got cards. I don't want you... Oh, pumpkin. Do you know what? This cat, I tell you, sometimes if the attention's not on him, he's a little rascal. The fire fairy, number 30, creative action, optimism. He's so cheeky, but it's funny. Aren't you, boy? Creative action. So someone could be getting omens or messages about creative action, joy, which will bring you some joy. Number 37. Creative action. So I just feel that someone might get a really good idea. Keep it to yourself though. You know? Keep it to yourself until it's finished. But I feel that that's what the omens and messages are coming through. Look, wealth and the frog come out together. Beautiful. Two beautiful cards that have come out together. Wealth. Wealth number 34. The frog 14. Cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. Yeah, have a good old clear out of stuff that you don't need, you know. Give it away to like a charity shop, or, you know. Do you know what I've been doing as well? When I get to the checkout and they've got bags of food, you know, for the food banks, and I've just been getting the, you know, the lady to just put that through for me. But one time there was a bag, and then she got it out, and all it was like these noodles. And then it was so funny. This guy looked at me, and I looked at her, like the checkout lady, and this guy, and I was like, is there not anything else that someone can make a meal? I said, can I choose another one? And then there was another one to make curry. There was like curry sauce and rice, and I said, yeah, that's better. You know, and that's only what, £2-3. Do you know what I mean? You know? So sometimes doing that for someone is a meal, you know? The mystery, 52. Life can be a mystery. Certainly, yeah. Depending what kind of path that you wish to take. It's always the way. Look, my cat plays up and he's like wanting to walk all the way over on my cards, and then he's just sitting there happy and content. You know, instead of children now trying to get my attention, it's like I've got my cat. You know, I've raised 3 children and now I've got cats where they're like, I want your attention, and I'm like, well, sorry, like I've got this to do. The spider, I've been seeing spiders a lot. It's so funny. I was in the bathroom and I was cleaning up, and then I could just see this spider just on the side of the door. And I won't kill them. I actually rescue spiders from my cats because they try to eat them. The spider, number 15, creative projects. Yeah. So there's an idea that's come to someone, or it will do. It's connected to the mystery, number 15. And I feel it would be beneficial. It could actually be drawing spiders. I remember one time, I remember seeing a beautiful spider brooch, and I wish I bought it now, but it had like crystals, like gemstones. I can't remember where it was, but it was absolutely incredible. The Lady of the Lake, number 8. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. Beautiful. Yeah. Number 8. Number 22, the Deer, gentleness, diplomacy. Maybe also about being gentle with yourself, you know. I feel it's important. Where shall we go now? Where shall we go? Keepers of the Light. I was just guided to look at the bottom of the deck. Hilarion, divine healing. Honour your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Absolutely. Green, emeralds. Green aventurine. Malachite. Is that what this palm stone is? Green aventurine. That just came to my mind. I really don't know. Itchy nose. Divine healing. Connecting with the heart chakra. Do you know, I nearly said the throat chakra then. So it could also be the throat chakra. Yeah. Keepers of the Light. these cards. Oh, they're all jumping out. Pull the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Yeah. And don't be worried about sharing your gifts. You know, there was something I was kind of saying about the other day about some people going, oh, you can't charge for your gifts, you can't work with crystals, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're fake, and where is that actually helping people in the spiritual community? Do you know what I mean? It's not really helping anyone, is it? It's just being negative. Do you know what I mean? And it's no better than these ones who want to push like big pharma and everything down people's throats and all sorts of stuff. Do you know what I mean? The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yeah. So why is it okay for these people to have their businesses? Do you know what I mean? Why is it okay for them to have theirs? The Shekinah, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Yeah, why is it okay for them to do what they're doing? I'm talking about the spiritual community now. Or even people that have like got their own business, or do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's got to start somewhere, and oh, bottom of the deck. Kalima. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Yeah. Because no true spiritual person would be bitching or be nasty about what other people are doing. Everyone's got an opinion. I'm not saying that at all. But defamation of character. Someone shared a post about it and it was really good. And it said how it can affect people's reputation. Through jealousy and envy. It's like you need to alchemize that shit. Do you know what I mean? You really do. And here's the one. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. There you go. Look, Mary Magdalene. She's been coming up a lot. I need to go to Glastonbury to the Mary Magdalene Chapel. It's absolutely beautiful there. And I was saying in my previous video, Mary Magdalene, divine feminine. I'm going to say it because it's just come to my mind that some masculine energy, I'm not a man hater. Far from it. I'll tell you something to do with the convid, which I call it, going on. I connected with some absolutely amazing masculines, and it helped me have faith in men again. Yeah, I will definitely say that. So I'm not a man hater at all. But what I will say is that some men are threatened by the divine feminine energy. Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Not all of them. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Some of them are. It's like they want that energy, they want that power, they want that for themselves. And it's like, well, you've got to be able to put yourself forward to do the work, yeah? Like all the other divine masculines have done. Serenus, life force, express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. You know, no true divine masculine would be jealous or envious or trying to throw divine feminines under the bus. Do you know what I mean? You know? But I tell you, with COVID, it gave me faith that there are some absolutely incredible divine masculines out there. Hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Yeah. There is always hope. And I won't be told otherwise, no matter what people will say. I believe there is always hope. Psychic Tarot. Yeah, that's just bounced out. Number 8, connecting to the root chakra, positive movement forward. So someone could be moving or changing jobs, going to a new home. Yeah. A new job. Number 5, obstacles and challenges, connecting with the third eye. So there could be some obstacles and challenges. Or once whoever this is connected to, they are on the move, basically. From a job, a relationship, a new home, power. Number 8. Lionsgate energy. Number 8 could be significant, power. Connecting with lions. Spirit animal for some people, maybe. But there's definitely changes coming for the good. Okay. Right, these two came out together. Number 9, throat chakra. Suffering in silence. Number 1, base chakra. So this is probably 2 chakras that you could do with healing. The throat chakra and base chakra. Number 9, number 1. So who's suffering in silence? Who is suffering in silence? Why are you suffering in silence? Find someone that you trust to talk to. Yeah? Because this is connected to the throat chakra. Find someone you trust to talk to. Base chakra. Work on a meditation. Or do like a whole body chakra cleansing if that's what you wish to. There's videos on YouTube, and I think I've probably got some videos amongst my lot. Number 9, connected to the root chakra, material harvest. So base chakra, look, both of these together. And then you've got suffering in silence. Yeah? Only whoever this is connected to knows what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Number 9, connecting with the heart chakra, fulfillment of wishes. So this is also about doing some connecting, healing for yourself. You know, going within, yeah, 18, shadow work. Face your shadow. Face your demons, you know. I'm not scared of any of my demons, you know. I'm not scared of any of them. I'm not scared of other people's demons either, you know. Some people expect me to be scared and I'm like, okay, whatever you think. Oh, interesting. Number 3, recognition and reward. Number 20, truth. So someone will be rewarded for speaking their truth, and quite rightly so. Good for you. And if some people don't like it, then they don't like it, you know. Sometimes we're not here to be liked, you know. If we can't speak our truth, and that could be in regards to if there is a blockage connected to the throat chakra. Sapphire, I think that came out the other day. Have I got, oh, I have actually. I've got crystal cards. Yeah, okay, let's use those next. Number 6, third eye chakra. So that's another meditation. But this could also be truth, recognition, reward, and reward. Third eye chakra. So this is connected to someone clairvoyant or psychic. Beautiful psychic ability. And that should be something to be proud of, I feel anyway. Moonstone, chakra, third eye crown, stone of life cycles. I accept the cyclical flow of life and relationships. I strive to go with the flow. Beautiful. Carnelian, chakra, sacral, stone of vitality. I am filled with positive energy and vitality. I love these cards. I think they were free in a magazine. It's only when I was having a clear out to go to the dump, I found these and I was like, oh, I totally forgot about them. I must have had them when I moved into here, but that was like 6 years ago. Chariot, chakra, third eye crown, stone of acceptance. Right now, everything is exactly as it should be. Blue lace agate, chakra throat, stone of diplomacy. I voice my opinions confidently and lovingly. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Like sometimes, you know, things that maybe that's what also someone needs to do. They need to go to the dump. They need to go to the tip. They need to get rid of things that no longer serve them, you know. I remember for me that I've got so much stuff now, I don't know what to do with it, but 11 years ago I had hardly anything. I had a pair of wellies and a small holder with clothes, you know. But that's another story. Now I've got loads of stuff. It's amazing how much stuff that you get given and you accumulate over the years, and then it's like, oh no, when I move I've got to sort out all of this stuff, you know. Before it was a bit easier because I could just move in a car, you know. Now it's like it's a bit more stuff. Rutilated quartz, wow, that's a new one. Chakra all, stone of illumination. As I allow light energy into my body, my true purpose is revealed to me. Labradorite, one of my favourites. Chakra all, stone of magic. I listen to my subconscious mind and allow my psychic gifts to develop. Yeah, this is connected to someone who's very psychic. Don't be frightened about connecting with your gifts. You know, don't be worried about what people are going to say. Trust yourself, you know. Join a circle, join a mediumship or psychic circle. There's some lovely supportive people out there to connect with. Amethyst, chakra, third eye crown, stone of protection. As I travel along my spiritual path, I am safe. Another one of my favourites. Oh, I love them all, really. Pyrite, chakra, solar plexus, stone of action. I take appropriate action to fulfill my dreams and create abundance in my life. Beautiful. Pyrite is there. What's next? Shall we go for these? The Kipper. Let's pull a few of these Kipper ones. I haven't used these for a while. I've also got runes as well. Courtship, number 4. $22, official person. Blimey, they're all flying out now. Wow, okay, number 8, false person. So what I'm getting is there's a relationship here, but there's an official person that has been talking or is going to be connecting with a false person, or they've got information about a false person. Number 28, expectation. Number 6, mature woman. So someone is expecting some news and they're going to be informing a mature woman. Number 13, wealthy man. Oh, okay. $27, unexpected income. So what I'm getting here is there's a relationship, an official person is going to come in and be truthful about this false person. And this could be, because this is like a, I don't know if this is like a mother-in-law or an older sister or aunt, and this is what she has been behind, you know. She's